about to listen to a couple of characters talking over a pot of coffee. There's no need to move from where you are. This is Curbside Pickup Podcast, where the fun high is brought to you. Toke up and enjoy the show.
All right, welcome.
Oh,
this is our 7th episode, I believe.
725th.
And I appreciate everybody that's listening.
I've only been on 6.
Been on most of them. We just missed one,
6.
so you're good. He wasn't here present the first time because we didn't invite his ass.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's fucked up.
It's
Now
true.
he's part. We had another guest today, but chickened out.
It's true.
They're afraid to be heard, I guess.
I don't know, man. I don't know what it is.
We're a big podcast, bro. It's
You know,
I get nervous.
I see people constantly like, I want to make a podcast, but I don't know what to do. It's like, just talk. Just talk. I mean, then eventually you catch your own flow, and then you know what you want to talk about. But at first, just talk. Talk about something. But it's different to be on a podcast on your own, where you got to talk to yourself for an hour.
Yeah.
When you're with people, you can.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll say
have a
that.
I never
conversation.
watched one of those with just one person.
It gets kind of like,
Most of them
it gets
might get-
old.
Some of them could be good, depending on what the topic is. Because some people be inspirational. So they talk about life situations or way to deal things with life. And you're like, all right, you know, he's just giving you advice, basically. Shit like that you can listen to.
That's about it, though. That's about all you can listen to. One
But
person talk about.
like if you want to listen to sports podcast, you can listen to one guy talk about sports.
True, I do.
You gotta have a person that conflicts that conversation somewhere. Like, no, you're wrong, kind of deal. You know.
Yeah.
Right now we're smoking some good ganja.
Oh, yeah. All the time, every day. You have to.
I'm excited. I never tried. Is this new? This is new.
It's always new. It's always
For the
fresh.
first time listeners, I go by the name of Ross. I'm an artist. I do music as well as I do videos, and now in the podcast business. And then we have to my side Machete, who's also an artist. He does more like rock music, but he's a good country singer too.
I can do a few different things.
He comes from a Mexican heritage, but he does. What kind of music you grew up listening to mostly, though? Rock?
I grew up listening to 90s single mom R&B.
Slow jams?
Slow jams, Destiny's Child,
Oh, okay.
fucking TLC.
I was never into R&B like that,
All those.
but I mean, it's not like I didn't listen or hate R&B, because I don't, because R&B is good music. I was just never into it. Like, for me to go buy an album, like, oh, Tony Braxton dropping an album right now, I gotta go get it. Like,
And see, that's kind of what
this wasn't
happened.
happening.
You know, it's
But Wu-Tang dropped an album, I was like, be the first. I'm copping that new Wu-Tang shit.
that's what happens when you're a kid. You know, you listen to whatever's around.
Yeah.
Then when you grow up,
Well, you're listening to more what your parents are listening to, I guess.
and then when you grow up, you start picking your own shit. So of course,
Yeah.
Taste gets better.
My first choice was, all right, I'm gonna go to the most extreme opposite of this.
Rock music.
Yeah, rock. There it is.
All right, but you started with heavy metal, you started like soft rock.
No, I started with old school stuff.
What's old school? Like rock and roll? Like Elvis?
No, like some Johnny Cash, yeah.
Oh, Johnny Cash. See, I don't know much about rock, so I don't know.
But then,
but I heard all of these
Like a lot of 70s,
iconic
80s.
artists of rock.
Led Zeppelin, James Dio, Ronnie James Dio, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson. All these.
These are all 70s?
Yeah, 70s, 80s bands. All old shit.
I've never listened to any of those people.
What did
You heard
listen
of them,
to?
though?
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah,
Okay. Same thing here with me.
Yeah.
What did you listen
I
to when
heard
you were
of
a kid?
Johnny Cash, and I'm pretty sure somewhere in my life I heard a song from Johnny
Pretty
Cash.
sure.
But for me to pinpoint, like, that's a Johnny Cash song, I couldn't do that. You know? Yeah. I mean, I can pinpoint AC/DC, because AC/DC have a unique sound.
Yeah, the guy
Even though I don't know
screaming,
any of this, I only know
shrieking.
one song, which is the most popular song that I can't even think of
Was
it right
Run
now.
DMC?
No, AC/DC.
Oh,
You're thinking of
Like,
Aerosmith.
I can't
I
think.
think about Aerosmith. Yeah.
All right, here's a group I would
My bad.
never pinpoint. I could never pinpoint or know a song about, and they're very iconic. Is Metallica.
Oh,
I can never listen to a Metallica song and be like, "That's Metallica." I don't know their sound.
You'll
I
probably
wouldn't even know what
they
they
like, bro.
sound
These guys
like,
are
you know?
good.
Nah,
What's this?
see, me,
Metallica.
I got like an unpopular opinion about that. I think Metallica is really overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
just
nice
not-
But they're an iconic band. Like,
Yeah, they're an
anybody
iconic
that's
band.
into heavy metal, whatever, knows Metallica.
What year were they?
Oh, in the fucking 80s.
80s.
The 80s.
Yeah,
Not like Aerosmith.
But they
Aerosmith
haven't
from the
been
70s.
good since the 90s. So
They only had like that. That was their golden era.
yeah.
It's a bunch of people in the group, or
It's a band, yeah.
No, there's 5 guys.
5?
They had a few member switches from the beginning, but the
lead vocalist always been the same.
the main vocalist always been the same. The drummer's always been the same, and their lead guitarist that they have now, he's been with them.
Slash
for a
is
long
from
time.
there, right?
Slash is from Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. Okay.
And he
And I only
has
know
his
one
own-
Guns N' Roses 2, which is the Terminator 2 song. You could be mine.
Oh, that's a good song.
That's the only song I know from Guns N' Roses.
You
No,
could be
actually,
mine.
they
I
have
know
2
like
hits.
2.
There's another one where it's like a slower jam.
November Rain.
It might be. Like, I have to hear it. I don't know the title. But, yeah. There's probably, from Guns N' Roses, that'll be it. From my, like, life experience in rock, that I would know probably, like, Bon Jovi. But Bon Jovi's always more, like, soft rock,
Bon Jovi's
classic
good.
rock. He was never considered heavy metal, though, right?
No, but he was considered fucking huge. He was
Because he was more like a pop rock.
yes,
Like, he brought rock into the pop world,
yes,
more or less. He was the
Glam,
Eminem to
hair,
rock.
man. No, I wouldn't say that.
No, in the point where Eminem brought the pop to rap to the world. Like, he made that
Okay,
rap become,
okay,
even though
yeah, I
MC
can
Hammer,
hear you.
Vanilla Ice were already kind of there when they came out. They're already bringing in more pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. 'Cause
So
I
that's
think-
how I look at Bon Jovi to rock, where rock was always grungy and kind of like an underground music. And Bon Jovi brought it to
yeah,
that pop world.
He definitely helped out in that sense. Him and another band and other bands did that, like Poison,
Poison.
Twisted
Van
Sister,
Halen?
Van Halen, yeah.
What's that dude's name? Dave?
Eddie.
The main singer?
Dave Roth, yeah.
Dave Roth.
Dave Lee Roth.
But Van Halen, they switched singers, right? Like, it's never been that guy the whole time.
I think so.
There was like another guy after.
No, I couldn't be sure.
Oh, you didn't follow
I'm
Van
sure.
Halen?
I'm sure true metalheads are gonna be listening to this and like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Get someone in there who knows the shit.
But you know more underground bands. Like,
Yeah,
shit
locally.
that nobody probably know unless you're into this.
Unless you're in Orlando, yeah.
Yeah. Or so you only know local bands. But who's big in the metal world? Like, not locally, but like somebody that you know in the metal world be like, they know of this band.
Like right now,
Yeah.
nobody.
So rock's nowhere. Is rock, would you consider rock dead?
No, I wouldn't consider rock dead. Rock is always gonna have its loyal fan base. You got to remember that there's a million cover bands playing the same 10 songs.
I'm not talking about cover bands. I'm talking original bands coming with new material, bringing new shit.
Okay, well, in that sense, I think there is a definite overpopulation where it's not dead, but there's so much. There's such a saturated market. Because like I said before to you, anybody can make music. Anybody can buy the gear.
Not a band,
Anybody
though.
can-
Rap would be easier because you got to find a beat on YouTube, record yourself rapping, and you got yourself a song. On a rock level, you got to have motherfuckers playing that instrument somewhere. You got to
Only
have a
to
fucking
perform
drummer. You got
live.
to have a fucking bass.
Only to perform live. To put a song out on the internet as an artist, you don't need nothing but a computer.
And you're going to make that the rhythm. You got to come up with the rhythm, unless you're using somebody else's
And,
rhythm.
yeah, but what I'm saying is it's so accessible.
So there's digital rock bands that all music is digitally.
Yeah, there's
Really?
bands right now
Really?
that there's
always
they're
picture
singers in a
rock.
whole other country.
I always picture rock
Really?
to be a band thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
I can
that's
picture it being digital.
and see that's what's crazy now is that there's so many people that are able to do it digitally now. There's so many people that can have a band in Florida and a singer in another country, or a singer in Florida and their band is in another part, or guys all across the country sending each other their stuff and hey, this would be cool, but we're all in different parts of the world, so
it
we
together,
can never play. It's all, and there's so much of that. There's so much everywhere, all the time. So you never know.
I mean, music
What's good, what's
in
local.
general in history has always been cluttered, But it's the survival of the fittest. The best outshines everybody. So there's always got to be that one
It
band
used
that
to be,
outshines people. Like
but-
to me, like System of a Down, they're a badass band in my eyes. I mean, like I'm not into metal, but I can listen to them and actually like hear the lyrics. Like I understand what they're saying, and their sound is like to me, they're probably on my list on the top when it comes to like rock or heavy metal.
All right,
whatever
so
they consider.
with that being said, I'm glad you said that band because I would be at a disservice to some of my friends if I didn't bring up the story. So there's a local band that goes by the name Endorphin. Huge.
And
Local band?
A local band. They toured in the 90s and in late 90s and the early 2000s in the MySpace era. They were touring with Limp Bizkit. They were touring with other big bands. And they almost got signed.
You know Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
They almost got signed. But MTV said, oh, we just signed System. And they sort of sound like you. So we're not going to give you the shot.
They sort of sound like them. What was the band's name again?
Endorphin.
I gotta listen.
Bro, they're dope.
I believe it. And they're saying they're comparing to System of a Down.
They're saying it's so close that they couldn't sign them.
Damn.
Yeah.
But didn't they find them first before they found System?
I couldn't tell you all the details. I'm not the.
For them to skip. You know what happened? That same story happened to Kid Rock.
So here's my thing. When you say music is about survival of the fittest, is it really though, or is it just
at that time? There were gatekeepers keeping you from,
There's still gatekeepers doing that shit.
But now it's more freely. Like now you're on Spotify, YouTube. You can spread your music way more than before. Before, unless you were signed, your music was not on the radio, on TV, anywhere to be found, unless it's like word of the mouth, just passed around. But you got to give up props to like people like Master P, because they come up that way till they blew up. Then they were all over everywhere, MTV, BET, everything. But Master P at first was just pushing the records off the fucking trunk of his car.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? He spread fucking thousands of CDs that way. He made his money that way. You gotta respect that hustle.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
But back to Kid Rock with System of a Down. Kid Rock been out for years, like late 80s, early 90s. Oh shit! He's been doing music for years.
Yeah, underground.
And he was about to come out. Like he signed to a label. I don't remember what the label was, but he signed to a label. And at that time, they dropped Vanilla Ice. My Kid Rock is no Vanilla Ice. I mean, you listen to Kid Rock's music. Don't compare it over Vanilla Ice. Right. Plus, Vanilla Ice came out more pop.
Yeah.
So now MTV was like, that's the sound we want, not the sound you're giving me. Kid Rock's like, but that's not the sound I am.
And I'm not going to change.
And I'm not going to do it. So he never came out at that time. And then years passed by. And then he started doing his own thing over there in Detroit, making his own buzz.
With a different sound.
With his own thing.
Yeah, it wasn't so much hip-hop anymore.
Really what sold was his shows.
Yeah.
Because people went to see him live because of his shows. I mean, people, I'm pretty sure they liked his music, but it wasn't so much because of the music. It's because of the shows he was bringing them. He was very smart. He's like, I can tour this fucking show around the country.
That's where he got his name, Kid Rock. Because people were saying, look at that Kid Rock, the turntables and the underground parties.
I like Kid Rock. I respect Kid Rock.
Me too.
I like his music.
You remember me going through his last stunt when we were working together in the store about how he was going to be a politician?
No.
He used a whole political campaign to sell records.
Really?
He said, I'm going to go be
Kanye
governor.
West did the same fucking
I
thing,
know, but Kanye West actually got votes, motherfucker.
He got votes. Bro, you ain't going to win. He wasn't going to win. It would have been funny as fuck, though. If fucking they go, Kanye win one? He becomes the new president, like, fuck.
Now we create Donald Trump.
I know Kanye be like, fuck. I just want to sell records, bro.
Yo, see, my thing is I couldn't have Kim K be the first lady. Can't.
They're getting divorced.
Well, that's dumb too. That's dumb too, because then someone's going to go after Kanye now. Ain't nobody want that.
What do you mean? Because they're getting divorced?
Yeah, because I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole other topic. That's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
But, no, I just couldn't have Kim K as the first lady. No way.
Oh, no.
Like, I remember her video back in the 90s with Ray J.
Yeah, a big TV show, bro.
You know what I mean?
She's like, Papa.
When she did the video with Ray J, and everybody saw everything, that should have been the end of it. 15 years the Kardashians have been on the fucking TV.
What are they known for?
Sucking dick.
Well, she got known for that.
For sucking dick.
And she was like friends with Paris Hilton.
No, her mom was
money somehow.
Her mom sucked an NFL player's dick.
What?
Oh yeah, it started there.
It started with her mom sucking a dick, and then she jumped from that dick to Bruce Jenner's dick.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say that. So it wasn't that motherfucker.
Well, I'm sure she robbed the next guy.
That guy is not Kim Kardashian's dad, right?
I don't fucking know.
Kim Kardashian's dad is the dude
that's
that
like a big soap opera, bro.
She was
For all we know, it's all fake, and they just laughing their ass off somewhere.
He was
For real.
The dad was the lawyer for what's that dude's name?
OJ
OJ Simpson, yeah.
So wait, so the mom got notary for being with NFL players, got knocked up by the lawyer who defended OJ, and then wound up with an Olympian who then became a woman. And that's just a mom story?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about just the mom story.
And then Kim, she's the one that had the video sex with Ray J. And then
got a TV
married
show.
She married a couple people.
Is she the only one like that, though? Are the other
Oh, no,
girls crazy?
all the other ones, they
ones
go
are
through athletes. They go through them.
Yeah,
Are
especially.
they even hot? Like, I don't know Kim.
They didn't turn, they
know what the
weren't
others
even
look
hot
like.
up until recently. A few of them lost some weight.
Kendall, the main model one that's now, she's like the youngest one. She's been through the whole LA Lakers squad, bro.
Really?
And that's what's crazy is that honestly, she could be my niece.
Yeah.
The bitch is not even fucking 19, 20 years
She's like
old.
21, maybe.
Oh, she started hard. Like, oh, I'm gonna top y'all off.
And what's crazy is that she's the youngest billionaire.
No, that's Kylie.
Fucking shit.
Kylie, that girl crazy.
Hijo de la chinga la madre mía.
They all got shit, bro.
They're the youngest billionaire because she gets so many endorsements per Instagram post, fucking
And then
bitch.
also her,
she got
her makeup
followers.
followers. Her makeup went crazy.
Because they got their name. Their name is a fucking brand.
That's it.
You know what I mean? They don't
Their whole
gotta do
lifestyle,
shit.
everything. Their whole selves. That's why I'm in my mind, bro. I also got to look at it in a perspective where it's called the entertainment business, and half of the shit might just be there to entertain your ass, and none of it is real.
That's kind of where I'm getting at. Is this really survival of the fittest, or is it who's just sucking the dick?
Oh, it's both too. When it comes to music, I mean,
It's
you can't suck everybody's
entertainment
dick
industry.
unless you're doing music good. It's the only way.
Okay, let's look at.
But now to blow up,
Okay,
to
but
be
no,
in
no,
that
no.
top guys that has those gatekeepers to reach those
Okay,
guys.
but- okay.
That you're talking about.
Hear me out though. You're not gonna. Some people might not like when I say this, but there's a couple artists out there that have a lot of credentials that have worked with a whole bunch of people who are just simply never gonna blow up because they don't have talent, but they're in the game because I don't know. Maybe they're just sucking on it. And the most prime example I can give right now is Chanel West Coast.
Oh yeah, come on, that's noticeable. That's straight no.
Like, there's no reason why this girl's in the hip hop game, and she has songs with everybody in the top
probably getting
tier
record
list.
She got signed to Lil Wayne.
I wonder why.
She's not even hot, bro. Like, she's not hot as in like a bar spitting. Like, she's very poppy rap. I don't know.
Like that redhead from the goddamn Nick Cannon show has better bars than she does.
I don't know what you're talking
There's
about.
mad girls that rap way better. You know what I mean? But people don't go by talent; they go by the look. By the
And that's my thing. I can't even tell you the girl's name. I can only tell you her hair color. It's fucked up, right?
Yeah, it is.
she got good.
Like, I'm defending her talent. I don't even know her name.
I think I know who you're talking about now, but I don't know her name.
They're
It's
doing
fucked up,
this,
right?
It's selling
It's
the
fucked up.
image, bro. It's a
I just know
different
she
game,
can rap a little bit and she got red hair.
It's a whole different game.
It is for girls. It is because they have the sex appeal.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't put my fucking dad bod on the fucking picture and be like, yeah, buy my underwear. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. No, it's gonna see me and be like, yeah, I want what that guy got. No, it's not how it happens.
No, I don't know. Hollywood is all fake. That's all I know.
It's all fake.
It's all fake.
It's all fake. And so go back to the whole music thing. It's so saturated. It's all saturated, man. It's all who you know, how well you know them.
This is how I look at it now. You got to think ahead of time. So now, from how entertainment business been to where it is now to where it's going, you know what I mean? So right now you have the internet, and mad people can put themselves on. I mean, you got people just on YouTube blowing up, and they're not even television. You know what I mean? Just YouTube. YouTube now became a powerful tool. You know, so it can become an explosive for anyone.
That
And
shit
they
blows my
and if
mind.
they're smart and know how to brand themselves with that, then you know they start making that money. The possibilities are more available now than they were before. That's how I look at it. And they are gonna get more saturated as time goes, because that means more people are gonna try it, more people are gonna do it. Mm-hmm. So gotta be.
That's exactly what's happening.
But then again, it comes to also to your cell phone. Your cell phone is your personal television. You watch on your phone what you like. I watch what I like. He likes what he likes, and that's everybody else. So you just gotta market yourself well to find the people that's gonna be into what you're doing. In that sense, you know what I mean. But there are gonna be those gatekeepers, those people that have that
It's my
power.
fucking cousin outside with a goddamn lawn blower.
It's primo.
Primo, cállate la boca.
It's that time. It has that power to fucking be put out in a bigger sense. You know what I mean? Because they know who they can put you on a television show where, you know, they got millions of viewers. You know what I mean? And their whole attention is on the TV show. Come on, once you're on a TV show like that, it's gonna keep going. Nah, you know what I mean? You're smart about it, know how to use it. But what I'm saying is, it's just more possible as far as how music can be done nowadays than before. Like, how you find your music? You're the youngest here, so
How do I find music?
you gotta.
Yeah, how do you find a
How
new
you
artist?
discover new music? You discover new music, or you just listen to the same people?
Well, like the newest people I've been listening to is like Reason. He's from TDE and he's from LA. It's like TDE's Kendrick Lamar's group. That's like his label, Top Dog Entertainment. And so usually whoever they bring out, I'm kind of listening to him.
Okay.
Like that's why I listened to Isaiah Rashad like 3 years ago. He hasn't put anything
How
out.
you discover them? You listen to the whole album, or just listen to songs?
I listen to songs they throw out like because I subscribe to like the channel.
Okay.
So when they drop a song, I'm like, oh, who's this guy? And that's why I listen to them. I'm like, oh, she's fire. Then I'll like look up their like interviews or like freestyles and videos, and that's how I get put on.
Oh, okay.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I do sort of the same thing. Like, Avenged Sevenfold, when they first came out, came out with Hopeless Records. So anybody from Hopeless Records, I'll try and check out.
Yeah, that's how it goes with everybody.
Same
too.
thing with Eminem or Dr. Dre's record label.
Aftermath.
Aftermath and, what's Dr. Dre's?
That's like Dre's Aftermath.
What's Slim Shady's?
I think Shady
Slim
Records.
Shady,
Shady Records.
Shady Records,
Records.
Shady Records.
If anybody comes from them, I'm usually like, all right, let me check them out.
Yeah, I'll check them out. But now everyone's independent, which is better.
Come in groups. And some people be doing it. You know, Tech Nine is one of the like biggest independent artists.
You always tell me
crazy.
this. That's like your favorite rapper.
No, I'm just what I'm amazed is their hustle, because they did it on their own. You know what I mean? They didn't go through a label. They didn't use none of that. They did it themselves. You know, and not saying going through a label is bad,
No.
because it gives you that push, especially when you're that person that has not push that push to take it. But it's also awesome to see somebody that did it his own.
Mm-hmm.
Like back to the Master P story, he did it himself. You know Master P now? Have you heard music from Master P lately?
No, he's still making music. Oh,
No, because he's like a producer now on Disney. And Disney told him that for him to be able to work with them, he had to stop all that gangster rap shit.
So he got that corporate
He
job.
got that Disney money.
I don't
damn.
blame him.
You know Disney cuts the checks too.
Remember when his kid had the Disney show?
No.
Little something. I
Say it
remember
again?
Master P's kid's name. Forgot.
You mean Lil
Little
Bill?
Romeo? Little Romeo?
No, it wasn't Romeo.
Master P's son.
Yeah.
Romeo. He had a show on
Romeo?
Nickelodeon called The Romeo Show.
It might have been Nickelodeon.
He took Nickelodeon money, but I think they're all the same company in some form.
Disney owns everything.
No, Disney, Nickelodeon, no.
Yeah, Nickelodeon's different.
Nickelodeon, they'll still do butt jokes.
Yeah,
Like straight up, they'll have an ass on the TV.
but behind
Really?
the scenes, they're probably owned somewhere by the same company, by the same people at the end.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, because I'm sure Nickelodeon is owned by Universal.
Yeah, they are because they have like a little, like their own little town in Universal Studios in LA.
So
And they had a Nickelodeon here before.
yeah, I
have it,
remember.
or they
gone,
don't?
right?
I remember fucking growing up watching TV, being like, "Oh, Universal Studios recording in Orlando, Florida." I'm like, "That's cool. I want to go to Orlando one day."
They don't have that no more, right?
Nope.
I remember when I first came to Florida, I did see that. I went through the Nickelodeon Studios. I remember all that. They don't have that here. They don't do that.
Which is bullshit, because when my mom sat the whole family down there, she said, you know, Florida, California, and I was like, "What? You know, I like
had an
Texas. I like Texas. You know, let's do Texas." And she was like, "No, we're moving." I'm like, "Fuck. Well, I guess they do Nickelodeon in Florida. Let's go to Florida." And then when we got here, they don't do Nickelodeon in Florida no more.
Well,
I
I've
was
been
so
to the one in
pissed.
Cali.
I'm so mad.
What kind of
That's all I came here
what
for.
amusement parks
It
you
was
have
gone.
in Texas? What amusement parks you had near you?
Oh, we have Fiesta Texas Six Flags, which
Flags?
is similar to the Fiesta.
There's
It's a Six Flags Universal.
I have Six Flags in California.
They
That
have
shit's
they have
dope,
a Six Flags in Wisconsin, Great America. They don't have a Six Flags here in Florida.
They have Busch Gardens. It's supposed to be like similar, but
That's because
I
they
never
have
been
so
there.
many other. They got Busch Gardens. They got fucking everything else but Six Flags, basically.
They got the biggest SeaWorld in the country in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't even know San Antonio had a SeaWorld.
I didn't know
But
either.
it's the same fucking park and attractions, just way further apart. Like flowers in between. There's no bigger, like there's not more coasters. There's not more shit crammed in. It's just a longer fucking walk. You got to spend the whole fucking day if you want to see half the park and shit.
Yeah, of course.
Man, that's why I learned to walk real fucking fast. And I want to
You just go to
get
the good
there.
rides, and then the not so good, you leave them. It's like, we miss them, and they weren't so good anyways. I want to make sure I get on the good motherfucking ride. That's crazy.
You could put some
I
miles
hate going
in.
to them parks, especially when it's high season with tourists. I'd be there for an hour.
Then
Could
there.
be almost 2 hours just in line to get one ride that takes you 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Bro, I know some people are going to Disneyland this weekend, and they invited me. I'm like, hell no. Bro. What the fuck? It's like $120. You got to wear a mask, and it's probably going to be hot, or it might be raining. I'm like, dude, I can't do that. And you got to wait in line probably for a long time.
The rides are cool, though. Once you're on them, I ain't going front.
Once.
But
I can go on the rides once in the Disney World and be good. They're not all that. I'd rather go on. I want to get whiplash. I'm not going to be. I'm going to be real. When I go on a roller coaster, I want to get fucking whiplash. I want to come off and go, yeah, let's do it again. And by the time I wake up the next day, my body is fucked, and I'm like, yeah, I did something.
you been to all the parks here?
No,
Which ones you have not been to?
I have not been to. You know what? No, I think I have been to all the parks.
I haven't been to Magic Kingdom yet.
I've been to Magic Kingdom.
I didn't go to that one. Just as people tell me, like, it's more kid oriented. So
I got it for free, too.
Yeah, bro, it's nothing but screaming children.
I bet.
It's bad.
But Animal Kingdom was tight. But then again,
Then
it's been a
there's
while.
the
I haven't
water
seen the new
parks.
stuff, though.
There's a splash town in San Antonio, and then not far out of San Antonio, there's a Schlitterbahn, which is the biggest water park in Texas. And
Two water parks.
yeah, and they're fun, you know, except for the sunburn you get when you're on the stairs waiting behind other fat people trying to go climb up the slide so you can go down the slide. You know, because everybody in Texas is big. And if you don't like that I had to say that, fuck you. Because if you look at the biggest cities in the country, the top 3 out of 5 are in fucking Texas. And there's not for bad reasons. It's simply because we have better food.
Yeah. Wait, you guys got good food over? I didn't know that. I never knew you guys had
Texas?
good food.
And
Yeah.
Texas is the best food in the world, bro.
Is it Mexican food they're really good over there?
It's Mexican, Tex-Mex, California style.
What's the difference of
Midwest?
Why is it called Tex-Mex?
It's just a different style of cooking, man. There's a barbecue, Texas barbecue.
It's like the Southern mixed with the Mexican, basically.
You have the Carolina style barbecue. You have the Louisiana style barbecue. It's all mixed in.
Got it.
I mean, you have French cuisine from Louisiana that makes its way over to Texas. You have the Spanish cuisine from the Mexican heritage that makes its way through.
Damn, you got a lot of shit.
We have everything. The only thing we don't have is fucking Chinese.
Ooh.
It's just too far away. I'm pretty sure there's a decent
No
Italian in there
Chinese?
too. Well, I'm pretty sure there is some, but you know, it's not like it hasn't made its way into the
hot pot?
culture that way yet. You know,
Oh, really?
where they infuse
Chinese
it and do
people?
something else.
Listen, you got a market open over there.
No, it's not that. It's that you got to train Mexican people how to cook Chinese food and let them do what the fuck they want, and that's how you infuse it.
Motherfucker, you don't know the Chinese? They don't need nobody. Them motherfuckers like, we're here. They bring them all in ships. Shroom, shroom, shroom.
Yo, you're
You
not
ever see
lying.
somebody else that's not Chinese work in a Chinese restaurant?
No.
No, exactly. The motherfuckers, bro, they bring their own people. Like, well, we don't
Bro,
need to
you remember they built a whole hospital in 8 days when this coronavirus thing started.
How's that? That's crazy. I remember when they
There's
did
a
that shit. I
time
was
lapse
like,
of
wow.
that shit.
Yeah,
It
I
was
like,
nuts.
24 hours nonstop.
That shit was crazy.
24 hours for 8 days straight, man.
They got that shit done. That was crazy.
I'm surprised none of that equipment fucked
They
up.
got a lot of people there, bro.
I'm surprised. I wonder if anybody died. You know, Chinese people, they don't care. If somebody dies on the clock, they just put somebody in the spot.
Move on. Next.
Oh, dead ass. It's been that way since they were building the Great Wall.
You ever seen the movie Pacific Rim?
Not recently, but yeah.
Where the part where they're building the big walls and the guy's like, I got good news and I got bad news. It's like the bad news, we just lost 2 guys from high up and they fell and they died. The good news, there's 2 openings. You know, so it's like same shit they do with that, bro. Like,
who needs to work? And everybody's like, me.
yeah,
Me.
2 motherfuckers died doing this job, but now we need the people to do this job. Who's down?
That's funny.
There's a life risk involved. Fuck it.
You pay every day. I get paid as soon as I clock off.
What's the worst thing that can happen? Me die? Fuck it, let's go.
I'm gonna die if I don't work. Shit. That's the reality, man. That was their reality. They didn't work. They didn't eat.
That's crazy.
You know, they was ashamed to go home. You know.
Yeah.
They put everything on honor. Way different than people out here in the West.
That's crazy.
People out here in the West, we have domestic violence issues. Like,
Wait here.
yeah, like there's a dishonorable, but I guess over there they don't look at that as I don't know. That was a horrible example.
I'm trying to figure it out.
That is fucking horrible.
It was horrible. Bad.
Cancel that.
That's culture. All right, that's a topic. What's your view on rebranding the cancel culture label as consequence culture? So where it's not necessarily
to labels.
not
I
necessarily.
don't care about labels, bro.
But you understand the topic of what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah.
It's not so much that cancel culture is a problem. It's that the view that, or the idea that we can go back to saying whatever we want, consequence free,
I don't know about that.
is a problem. Like, yeah, that's where I think like you
Like,
can
history
still
is
say what the
history.
fuck you want.
That's how I look
but
at it. History is history, and the way it was put is because that's the way it was. You know what I mean? And you can't just erase that history to forget about it. You got to keep it there to remind you of it. You know, and learn from it, not keep living in it. You know, so you can move forward to make it better than it was then. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about conscious. What is it called?
Consequence.
Yeah, that. It's like, yeah, of course, it's consequence. Consequence of everything. Mm-hmm. It's just a law. It's a law. What's that called? It's a law of
Cause
the
and
universe.
effect.
You know what I mean? It's like
Cause and
cause and effect. You know? No matter what you do.
That's kind of what my point was going to be. Is like you still can say whatever the fuck you want now. It's just that whatever you're saying about it or whoever it's about can now say something after you and say, no, that's not cool. Because in the past, they didn't have that ability. You know, they would just, whatever their environment was would probably shut them down, or the whole group of people in the conversation would agree with the one previously stated wrong statement.
Yeah.
And now it's not like that, where if someone says something out of line, whoever they're saying, or whatever, whoever is hurt by their words,
now.
they can, well, not defensive, but they're demanding the respect that they deserve.
Yeah. That's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because no one can sit here and call another person a bitch without a consequence,
Yeah, of course.
And so, and with the same idea, you
Like
can't.
if I came over and parted your face, it's just that.
I wanted to throw that in, bro. I wanted to, but I didn't want to talk about that.
All right. So listeners,
That's the cause and
what
effect.
would you do
Effect, bro.
if you know this person for a good amount of time, whatever, but the relationship is not friendly? It's like on a casual professional level, and they casually professional level coming far on your person in your area. You don't go to them; they come to you, and they fart on your person.
And they tell you this one's for you.
That's what got the guy even more upset. Oh wait, tell a story.
No, I'm glad you added that because I forgot that. All right, so y'all find a way. Comment on. I'm gonna post this somewhere. Comment. Tell us how you feel. What would you do? Someone just comes up and says, "This is for you."
Punch him in the face. Knock that nigga out. Like, what the fuck you doing, bro? That's out.
Yeah, bro. That's an appropriate consequence, I think.
There's always gonna be
The cause, and that's the effect. You get point. Exactly. What was the cause for the punch? The fart.
Yeah. And the fact that it was like, oh, this for me, right? Oh, that's for me.
I thought he was getting the gift. He was like, what is it? Straight.
going to fart.
That's crazy.
This one's for you.
So it's known there is a real story behind this,
Yes.
but we can't really talk about it. There's a legal matter going on.
But you
Someone's
understand.
dead.
There's a person that came to another person and farted and went, this one's for you. Like, how do you feel about
that? And according to the judge, that's all we can say.
That's it. Sorry. R.I.P. to my guy.
Case in mute.
Shit.
But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm saying is like there's this whole group of people that are just out here canceling. And I think in a way that's wrong. But I also think that, there is consequences to words and there's also consequences to inaction.
Yeah.
Where there should be words and there's not. Where you see something wrong and you're not doing anything. Like, motherfucker, you should do something.
Yeah.
Like,
somebody's got to say it.
Yeah. There should be accountability on everybody, on all parts. Witnesses, participating members, everything.
Like, I need to shit.
Like, and I
don't know what you're talking about.
I use another controversial topic on this one. When George Floyd when George Floyd was murdered. When George Floyd was murdered by that white cop, Derek, whatever the fuck his name was, fuck him. And there was how many people recording? And all of those cops were busy looking at the camera's eye, the camera lens. Nobody thinks to casually walk around the other side of that van and fucking blindside tackle these fucking guys off of his body? Do something. Because the one quickly turns to many in a situation like that. And if you do go to jail for fucking assaulting a cop, that's okay. Yeah, you saved the guy's fucking life.
Right.
You know what? I'll take the beating if I'm ever in that position. I'm not going to sit here and point fingers as, I should have done that. Or someone should have done that. And not, like, I'm the type of person that will step up. Like, no, that's wrong. If someone needs help pushing the car, I'll get out and I'll push the car. It's no fucking thing. I understand that my physical stature is not the same as everybody else's. But a person with mine should be able to take a beating every once in a while. And I'm down to do that if it's going to help somebody.
Yeah.
Fuck around. Everybody just wants to fucking with the camera now, man.
That's it.
With the camera, that's it, man. People die.
They don't care. Like, is you going down on camera? Not for real, though.
I'm sending it to AFV.
I got it.
You're either going to get 10 grand from AFV or you're going to get 10 grand from the FBI. You know what I mean? Like,
or you're going to have a 10 grand bond.
Videotape. Send it to TMZ.
Yeah, right.
Someone's going to buy that footage.
It's going viral.
It went viral, Craig. I had that shit.
Moral of the story is accountability, people. Accountability.
Shout out to you. Said that if you saw someone that needed help pushing the car, you would help.
Yeah.
Shout out to you because there's just one time. It was late at night. We were going to Jack in the Box. This is in California. And it was late at night and the car breaks down. We have to like push it. So there's only like 3 of us, right? So we're pushing it. And the guy comes by. He's like, hey, you guys need some help? We're like, yeah, you want to help? He's like, nah, but good luck. He just dips out, bro. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
What a dick, bro. Man.
You guys
Fuck
need
that
help?
guy, yeah.
I'm good.
But I'm just thinking now if Jeremy was there. He's like, you guys need some help?
You said no? Or
No,
you said yeah?
I said, yeah. He says, you guys need some help? We're like, yeah, can you help us? He's like, no, but good luck. And dips off and like skirts, bro. Like he did on purpose. He was with like a bunch of his homies, bro. That was
he was like, hey, y'all want to see something funny? Watch this.
We thought we were so happy, right? I was like, we got some, because we got a long way to go.
You guys want some help?
No, it's inappropriate to sit there and brag about your good deeds, in my opinion. But yeah, dude, I definitely. If you have the ability to help, and it can make a difference, it turns into responsibility, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like it would be the same thing if you saw an animal stuck on the highway.
I would help.
You know what I mean? Everybody can picture an animal, a turtle, a cat, a dog, something, curled in that frigid position, shaking, fast cars, and everybody immediately feels sad and sympathy. You know, you can pull over and try to get that fucking animal. You could do something. And if you don't, you're going to fucking feel bad.
That shit happened to me when I was going to work one time right there on the Alpha exit. I came out and there's mad traffic. It's like, what the fuck? And people then I started seeing, and people just stopped because the turtle was like right in the middle of the street. What the fuck? So I got out the car and just grabbed by the ends. I picked it up and put it in the lawn. I was like, come on, bro. Like,
there you go. You probably just saved the turtle's life and everybody's commute.
Yeah, exactly. I was pissed that I was getting late to work. Like, I didn't even know what it was till I got to that point. It's like, really? I just got out the fucking car.
And see, you had the power to make the difference, and it became a responsibility. And you saved that turtle's life, probably. You know? Where if you didn't, you would have thought about it later. You would have been like, man, I hope that turtle's okay.
I heard that turtle became a ninja.
A rat adopted it.
Oh, I just got the joke. I was late.
Oh, shit, bro.
Yo, speaking of rats, did you see that viral video of the rat bringing the cheese pizza down the subway stairs?
What?
Oh my God, you've never seen this.
What is this?
So it's this giant, like, NFL, like, quarters, like, what the fuck is it called? Official NFL size football, size of a rat, dragging this perfect cheese pizza slice triangle down the stairs of a subway.
Listen, New York.
And the motherfucker, yeah, it has to somewhere. And the motherfucker's just recording it going, look at this motherfucker, you know? Mm-hmm. And then a little bit later, some asshole decides that they're going to dress in a mouse costume, full-grown adult, and they're doing the same thing with the goddamn cheese pizza.
Really?
Yeah. But, no, the rat reference with the Ninja Turtle made me think of that. Think of the rat eating the pizza.
Saying, like, at the end of the commercial, I was like, really? That's fucking stupid, bro. Like, let's dress up as a rat and do what the rat does.
Yeah, I guess
call us the Rat Boys.
That should be a rap name.
Your name is Ratatouille?
Stop.
Ratatouille, what?
No, it's over.
Oh, shit.
You don't want to be called a rat, no.
Steve, what kind of music you listened to when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, my mom was listening to Ricky Martin. She played that when I was like 4, and I listened
to La Vida Loca?
Yeah, that song my mom put me. That's when I was like 5. And then I listened to a lot of the Disney soundtracks. So I was like 5 or whatever, Lion King Disney tracks, and then.
So you know all the Lion King songs?
Yep, Lion King soundtrack is amazing, and Tarzan.
Yes, it is.
Tarzan with Phil Collins.
Yes, it is.
That shit's great.
Phil Collins?
Yeah. So like, when I was like 9, that's when I was.
Which is Phil Collins.
What do you think of the Spirit Stein of the Cimarron soundtrack?
What? What?
I like his expression. He's like, what?
Yeah,
What fucking movie did you just say?
Spirit. Is this a Disney movie?
It's a Pixar movie.
What's it called?
Is it old?
It's called Spirit Stein of the Cimarron, and
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
it's about horses.
Nah. Spirit? Oh, the horse? Oh, my little cousin listened to it. My little cousins watched that movie. Now I think about it, but I thought...
They have a Netflix series on Netflix now, too, but the movie I can't find anywhere.
Oh. Now I know what you're talking about, though, but no, I didn't hear that soundtrack.
Bro, that soundtrack is dope, too.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I got that movie on DVD. I used to watch it in English, and when I learned all the words in English, I tried to watch it in Spanish. That was cool.
That's what's up.
I never heard of that movie.
It's a great movie,
It's a good
man.
soundtrack.
It's fucking awesome. It's the kind of shit where if I did a little bit of acid and watched that movie, oh my God,
Shit.
I would come back a changed man. It's beautiful, man.
Listen to that. Did you watch that one movie with your daughter Soul?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I heard that movie was sad.
It was a good movie, though.
Really?
It was so good, and the music was great. Jamie Foxx is such a
I
good
heard
job.
it was great. Like, it was sad. Like,
Which one?
shit. Soul.
It's Soul.
Let me see.
It's another Disney movie just
That's on
came out
Disney Plus?
recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's good?
I didn't watch it.
You scared to cry, bro?
Nah.
You scared of your emotions, man?
So you listen to Phil Collins?
Yeah. Well,
Genesis or just straight
I
Phil
don't know.
Collins?
I just no, that just
No,
that
the
soundtrack.
Tarzan
Yeah,
soundtrack
just that
is what he says.
Because that's what I was listening. Like, my
remember the
mom
song. Okay.
put me onto that.
It
and
just so happened that Phil Collins wrote the
Yeah.
whole thing.
that shit was great. And then after that, I don't know, when I got to like 12, listening to like Tupac and Biggie, and then Lil Wayne, T.I., and then as I grew older, Mac Miller, my favorite artist.
Music to you is just like a thing you listen to. So you were never into like listening to a whole album by people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
That's why I listen to music. I
Here's a
listen
better
to the
question:
album.
do you have like almost a physical need to listen to music every day? Like you have to have food, water, music every day.
Yeah.
Copy that.
All right, how about this one? Do you listen constantly to the same same songs over and over again, or how often are you looking for new songs?
I usually just go through an album and listen to that for the whole day. Probably I'll just
Once?
bump that. Yeah, like
Unless it's an album,
like,
you listen to it again? If unless it's an album, you listen to it again?
Yeah, I usually listen to the same shit all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
So what's on your list?
like what I've been listening to today.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember
What
now.
was the last song you were listening to?
The last song. Check it out.
Can't remember the last song you were
Pick
listening
the word up and I'ma drop it on his fucking head.
He's like, I don't know what song I was listening to now.
What is it?
I've been getting into a lot of like musicals lately, man.
Musicals?
Yeah.
Old school or new school?
No, newer ones.
I don't mind. I'm not into musicals, but I like Grease. I ain't gonna lie.
The last song I
like
was listening
Grease.
to was Nipsey Hussle. Actually, it was Ocean Views. Great song.
Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't know Nipsey Hussle? I don't heard.
You never heard of Nipsey Hussle?
He dead, though.
So yeah, he dead.
He's
Yeah,
dead rapper.
He's
bro.
like
There's a lot of
he's
dead
a-
rappers
he's an
nowadays.
LA legend. He's a
But what did he do to become a legend besides die?
He helped a lot.
yeah.
in the
He was like
neighborhood.
he helped a lot of neighborhoods. He
Okay.
was from Rolling 60s Crip, I believe. Like he was a
Okay.
gang member, and then he became a businessman and like took care of the block. Like he opened up the whole little like fashion plaza, or whatever. He bought it and like put his own merchandise there and gave
That's
people
what's
jobs.
That's what's
In the
up.
community. It was big, and then he was trying to stop gang violence and stuff like
That's what's
promoting
up.
shit like that. But he was in it in the beginning. He's actually a really good rapper.
That's what's up. No, because there's a lot of people that get that
I used to he's from New York.
legend
I found out he's from
fucking title.
California. He's from LA?
Yeah.
Where?
He
What hospital? What hospital was he
it's
born?
fucked up the way he died
what
though
area,
too.
though, you know what I mean?
Crenshaw, like
Crenshaw?
Fawcett, yeah.
But what was that considered? LA?
Yeah.
South Central? No, not?
Yeah.
Yeah? But tell me.
Yeah, they gotta say yeah.
He's telling you yes, motherfucker.
He's just like, yeah. It's like, I can tell him. He'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, then I would say no.
Oh, okay.
But he got shot. He got shot in front of his store, in front of his kid, because someone came up to him, and I guess he's a snitch or something like that. And they got mad, and Nipsey's all like, "Yo, get out of here, get out of here!" Dude comes back and shoots him. Yeah,
Nigga got salty. It's like, fuck.
Wait, that was Nipsey was a snitch or the guy was a snitch?
the guy was a snitch, and Nipsey's like, "Yo, get out of here."
Man, if you listening to this and he was snitch, fuck you, man. Turn the podcast off. You can't
I
listen
hope
to
I
this.
explained it
you
right,
fucking
bro. I
rat
kind of
bitch.
forgot the story a little bit, but that's mainly what happened. That's mainly.
That's not how it goes,
Because I'm
bro.
cursing the fucking people.
Somebody's screaming right now.
hope I'm
That's
getting
how
it
it
right.
goes.
That's how mainly went. I just broke it down really fast.
That's the basics?
I suck at explaining shit. So that's
That's
it
the
is.
basics.
R.I.P. to him.
Nipsey Hussle. You listen to any rap?
Not really.
No, did you listen to? Like before even any time?
Yeah, I listened to some, but not a lot.
Who was your main rapper?
I know you heard Eminem's stuff, right?
Eminem, Ludacris,
Ludacris.
Ying Yang Twins,
Ying.
Mike Jones, had the Mike
Mike
Jones album,
Jones.
Sean Paul. I liked that first Daddy Yankee album. That shit was dope. Like straight fire.
Daddy Yankee?
The first
I
Daddy
hated
Yankee.
that dude.
The first
What?
Daddy Yankee album, bro, was straight fire. Every fucking song.
That is an icon.
I listened to like it all, everything.
He did a Gasolina song. Gasolina.
But much later, yeah. No, I think that was on the first album, right?
Damn.
I think it was called.
Actually, you know, I follow reggaeton from way back, so I actually got like shit just before he became like big. But that's his, I guess, his
Debut.
debut album. Yeah. So
That album was fire.
He's good.
You can listen to
he
that
keep dropping
album
shit. It's-
like from start to finish and think that you just did some blow.
For real.
Like that shit gets you fucking jacked, boy.
How the hell you get a hand of Daddy Yankee who's listening to that?
You lived in
Some
Florida,
guy my
right?
mom was smashing.
This is in Florida, so I'm pretty sure everyone.
I just wondered, like, because we go from my list and you're like Daddy Yankee. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, that was considered what I considered hip hop at the time. That was in my hip hop section
okay.
of my collection.
So you don't know like rap at all, huh? Like if I mention artists, you might heard like you heard of Motor Technique. No, that dude's hot. And, like,
heard this
that's
dude-
like underground stuff. Like even I'm just starting to get into MF Doom, R.I.P. MF Doom. He just passed away, and he's
You know
pretty
who
nice,
MF Doom
too.
is?
You heard of MF Doom, right?
Yeah.
You heard of music?
I heard it
He's
before he
nice.
even passed. Yeah, he was good.
Nice with the lyrics, but he's like to me that's real hip hop. Like more wordplay kind of rappers. You know what I mean? Like,
You know this new rapper named Drake?
I know radio rap. I know Drake.
yeah.
You know Drake
That's
personally?
something else.
No, I don't know Drake personally. If I did know him, I would ask him what the fuck happened with Rihanna and why the hell did he think that he could do something better? Because
you know somebody else. Think about Chris Brown?
no, he was with Rihanna for a while, Drake, but now they're not together anymore, right?
I
don't follow that shit. So
I don't know anybody that thinks they can do better than Rihanna. I don't know. I don't care how crazy she is.
Rihanna's crazy. I hear nothing about Rihanna. How crazy is she?
I don't know.
Stabbing motherfuckers?
Well, she beat Chris Brown ass just as bad as he beat her ass. So
Motherfuckers be beating each other up.
yeah, they be fighting and shit.
Not
But she was young too. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna catch her when she's like 30, 40. We're all settled down.
Wasn't there always rumor about Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown getting beat up?
That was because of the drugs. Yeah, that was the crack. And then when the crack ran out,
You want something? OPMs.
you did the last rock, didn't you?
That's crazy, bro.
I didn't really know too much of their story, but I remember it was about drugs or some shit, and he got beat. There's people getting beat up.
But then before that, then you have Tina Turner and Ike Turner.
There's a movie. I watched the movie.
You know what I mean? It's always been the same shit.
drug.
I think they feel like they use the same story over and over again, just depending on who's hot, and then they'll put those people in that situation.
Did you always watch the movie?
People like controversy. People like that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Y'all watch the movie?
What?
Ike Turner and Whitney. And Ike Turner and whatever.
This guy, the guy that played Morpheus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit's kind of rough though,
Lawrence
man,
Fishburne.
because he plays it really well, and it's like it gets uncomfortable at
You
times.
knew Lawrence Fishburne's daughter's in a porn?
Shut up, really?
Yeah. And he got mad at her because of that.
Well, yeah, it ruins his branding.
You got
That's
mad?
crazy.
Yeah, I'll get
Like,
Why was she, like, you know, you're the daughter
fun.
of a big actor. Like, it's no porn.
yeah, just for fun, just to piss him off.
Maybe.
Like I could see it on her end why, and I could also see on his end why he's mad. You gotta stop that, bro.
I know, I see that.
You know, another situation with the celebrity dad and daughter that I thought was interesting was when T.I. was checking on his daughter's virginity or whatever. Come on, you guys didn't keep up with this?
No, not really. I never heard of that.
T.I. was checking on his daughter's virginity, making sure she still had her hymen in place.
What?
How you do
It's
that?
real?
Oh my
What?
God,
Keep
boys.
checking to the doctor. Keep checking
Educate
to the doctor.
yourselves, please. And the whole reason was because she's still in the house on his dollar and on his dime.
He
And I'm
really
pretty
did this?
sure
What
that
the
she
fuck?
was a minor at the time.
I'm saying he kept taking it to the doctor.
I'm not sure if it was more than once, but I think he did one time.
Yeah,
Make
I
sure.
didn't hear he did that. What the
Make
fuck?
sure you're good.
But see, my thing is like, that's his dime, his house, his dollar, all that kind of shit. If you don't like it and you want to go be on your own, my mom did this to me. We emancipated. I was 16 years old. I wanted to stay in the house. I had to pay rent. She stopped asking questions.
Yeah.
You want to be an adult? Fucking be an adult. You don't want to be an adult? You do what your parents fucking say. Shut the fuck up.
That's it. Talk lesson to all your parents out there that don't know what to do.
No, fuck no.
You
That's not
ain't
this
giving a
team.
damn brown here. You shut the fuck up. Run this shit.
I also don't have T.I.'s money either. I can see his fucking regard. Want to keep that shit safe, man.
You just got too much money. You know what to do.
Because then the first thing that's going to happen, you know, God forbid, with every father who has a daughter, if she comes home pregnant by some boy who can't take care of it, and you got to foot the bill. And again, it's T.I. and his daughter. So now, first thing that's going to happen is she's going to get a fucking TV show.
Of course.
She's going to have to.
They've been had a show too, the whole family.
That's kind of where I'm getting at. It's like his foresight in the game is so far ahead of time. I can see why he's doing this.
You know, but you always had like the Bowens. There's a lot of them in the acting. The Wayne brothers. You know, the Wayne brothers are 10 of them,
legends.
but only 5 of them I think are in the movies. The motherfuckers are funny. They make funny movies.
Those are legends to me.
Those are the 5 that got attention.
Yeah.
Or didn't get attention, rather. That's why they're funny.
No, because they do their own productions. You know what I mean? They don't.
No, I'm just talking
they don't
about like
put their own
the
family
dynamic of growing up in a house with 10 kids.
Yeah.
Those other 5 are successful on their own. They don't need, you know, the first 5 had to go to.
Bring them in. Yeah. Because they did their own shit. Like they did Living Color. And that's when the other.
And they had to have done stand up before that.
I don't know. I never seen them do stand up at all.
Really?
At all. Keenan Ivory Wayans, he's the oldest one. He's the one that was like a producer, and he started doing the movies. And he brought Damien. Damien's funny as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
His son looked just like him, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
That motherfucker looked like
just like him.
Oh, bro, I gotta show you something. Since you're talking about people who look like, so I started watching this show on Netflix the other day called The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I heard about it. Is it good?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good, but
that's 2 seasons already, right?
I don't know what it's about, but I heard about it.
I think so. They're about to do a third one, but check this guy out right here, and tell me he does not look like Forrest Whitaker.
It does. Is his son?
No.
No?
Oh, shit.
Not even related that I could find.
And look, he looks like him.
Well, who's this guy?
He's one of the actors in the show. His last name is here. Let me see. Open it back up. I can't even remember his last name now.
Maybe in that position, but yeah, in this area here, it looks.
His whole face, his eyes, everything. Like I swear to God, that's his bastard son. Like I'll put money on it.
Yeah, he probably just.
I'll put money on it.
What's this guy's name?
I can't. I'll look it up right now.
I just fucked the mom and dipped. And then
Make everybody look for it.
Look, he's probably never had a dad before.
Everybody want to see it? Google guy that looks like Forrest Whitaker.
On Umbrella Academy.
An Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I'm about to look up the guy's name right now.
But sometimes, you ever seen those pictures of celebrities that from the past and the future? No.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. David Castaneda. Let's see, I'm gonna find out who his daddy is. American Mexican actor.
He's Mexican.
You say
were you in Mexico?
Where
were you here?
Born in L.A.
How old is he?
He's 24.
Forrest Whitaker. Where were you in Mexico 24 years ago?
24 years and 9 months.
9 months.
24 years and 9 months. Where were you?
He was there.
He was there.
Well, he was born in L.A. He was born in L.A., so that's not far from Hollywood. But yeah, I swear to God, you go through his pictures. That's Forrest Whitaker's son. I'll put money on it. Anybody want to take that bet? I'll put you up.
You gotta get a DNA test and boom.
Fucking A.
It is.
That's got to be his kid.
I gotta watch this show. I've heard. What is it about? It's like, is it a kid's show?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, my bad. That's why I thought you were watching a kid's show with your daughter.
Fuck no.
I didn't know that
It was a kid's show too.
Yeah, so it says Umbrella Academy. So I thought
For the longest time, I thought it was something based, like, related to, like, the Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil.
Oh,
So I wasn't interested in it. So I was like, eh. And then my friends told me, they were like, no, it has nothing to do with that. And I was like, oh. And they put it on. We watched a couple of episodes, and I was like, oh. So, okay, I'll give you a quick premise. There was one day, magically, around the world, like a little over 100 people gave birth. Now, that's only weird because the people that gave birth weren't previously pregnant when they woke up that day. Woke up not pregnant, had a baby that day. Okay? So this weird billionaire guy went around the world trying to collect all these people. He got 7 of them. Turns out they have fucking powers.
Oh.
And so the show evolves.
Sounds like a good show.
It is. I liked it so far.
Guys, our episode's coming to an end right now, but we'll see you guys the following week.
Yes. Make sure you're tuning in.
Secondary guidance systems engaged.